So, how are we all?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Right, see you next time.
Bye.
Well, I'm well apart from a little disaster I had earlier.
Oh no.
Oh.
Let me just
Well,
paste
You're
it.
back from the land of ties.
There we are.
So...
Have a look at
Yeah.
Did one of the jackass guys get you?
that. No. So as you may know at home, I cut my own hair with clippers, like a bzzz thing.
But
Right.
You meant to put a little attachment on it so that it makes it a certain length, and I
did not know this?
I just forgot. I just went straight for it, and just went. Hang on a minute, that doesn't feel right. Oh no!
So you're now currently bald.
Yeah, almost bald.
Yeah, you've got two choices: either wear a hat for a while or just own it.
Well, I can't wear a hat in my office because of dress codes.
You've got
Wig?
to get Patrick Stewart Star Trek outfit.
Oh my god, yes.
Or just wear a suit, but go in a wheelchair for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just say you had an accident on the way home. Couple of weeks you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And you somehow picked up mind powers.
Yeah,
But...
yeah. That's what happens with accidents. They always come with a plus side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like if
You never read Marvel?
Well, yeah. Or like when
Radiation in the eyes?
whenever the
Blind,
whenever the Paralympics happens, there's always a load of disabled people saying like, I like the Paralympics, but I don't like how everyone else seems to think I'm an amazing athlete. But yeah, if you scroll down from that tweet, at Invisible Tower for everyone playing along at home, you can see what it currently looks like.
Oh my god.
So I went for a number one cut. You can still kind of see the buzz cut patch.
Spooky.
Should have just done a reverse mohawk.
Reverse, yeah, like all the way down the middle.
Yeah, why not?
But I can think of several reasons, most of which involve the word
Christ.
no.
You can still kind of see
No,
the
often
line.
fuck.
Yeah, you can still kind of see the line, but I'm back to work on Tuesday, so I'm hoping maybe it'll look a bit better by then. Because I don't want to go full skinhead, just because I don't like having my hair short at all, really.
Nah.
So I'm just gonna have to say, yep, this is what happened, guys.
So now, like, your hair and my hair are like literally complete opposites. Because that's probably the shortest your hair has ever been, and mine is the longest it's ever been.
Was it like down to your ankles?
I wish.
You can tie it to your pubes and play it like a harp. That's a Bill Bailey thing.
Yeah.
It's getting there. How long would you say it is, Oz? It's like down. It's nearly down to like shoulder length now.
Yeah, it's longer than mine.
Okay.
Yeah. It's longer than most people's, to be fair.
Well, most people you know. I'm sure there's people out there that's got longer hair.
Yes, I'm pretty sure in the grand scheme of people in the world, my hair isn't actually that long.
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, what style is it in? I need to know.
Unkempt.
Okay, Ross Kempt.
Basically, my style is just longer and blue.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's very blue.
I mean, the first thing I would have noticed was the blue, if I'm honest. Not that's long.
Yeah.
It usually goes, oh, that's blue. Oh, that's long.
That's what she said.
If it's blue, I don't want to know what happened before she saw it.
It's like, you know, the thing.
Hey, it's choking the Smurf.
Yeah. I've never actually done it, but you know, there's that thing where you're meant to sit on your hands to make them go numb, so you know it feels like someone else is doing
someone
it.
else is jacking you off.
Yeah,
I've
someone.
never
But someone.
numb enough.
Because if it's that numb, you won't be able to move them, will you? But it's like
So you just sit on the hand, not the whole arm.
Well, that's
At least that's what I assume you do.
okay. But it's like someone's heard that, but they've got it wrong, and they've just sat on their
Got
dick
the
for
wrong way
15
around.
minutes.
Oh, God.
Just caught in the vice grip for half hour.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway,
That's painful. So anyway, how are we all?
yeah, we're good, thanks.
Yeah, all right. Since like seeing you about an hour ago, but
Yeah, I completely forgot.
well, that we met up and recorded.
No, about the podcast.
Oh.
Well,
even
that's
though,
not like you.
An hour ago, I said, right, we'll speak to each other in a bit.
Yeah, that's how bad my memory is.
Okay.
Wow.
I am a
I'm
fool
the
of a
one who smokes weed. At least I have some remnants of a memory.
Yes, what do we think?
Well, it's
Have you listened to our first podcast?
No, I have not had any time.
Okay.
well,
Well,
we're on episode
unsure.
2 now, so
Well, yeah. Are we going to recap
Nah.
episode 1 because Rich wasn't here? Find
No.
out what he thought. No.
That's all right. If I have any strong feelings towards it, I'll pop them in when
no,
they come
no,
up.
no. What did you think, Rich? When you're pulling your leg?
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like, my only complaint, as I said to Ollie earlier, was that it looked fantastic. It looked very cinematic, brilliant style, and then you saw the egg pod. Because, like, to me, the design of the alien and the pod are very 2005 Doctor Who.
Yeah.
They didn't.
I
To
don't know
me,
about-
they didn't quite fit with the aesthetic they're going for. They're still very good, but they didn't quite fit. Other than that, though, I loved it.
Well,
Yeah,
I loved
seriously.
everything,
Yeah.
but I'm still uneasy on Jodie. And I think you were basically along the same lines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like her.
yeah, but she's still not spectacular yet.
Yeah. But I think it's like we said,
She hasn't
it's
blown me away yet.
it's her first episode, and you've got a
I was really pleasantly surprised by how well they've written her.
Well, Ray just said to me it felt like they took a David Tennant script and put Jodie Whittaker there, which I saw a lot of.
But then again, it's sort of the same person. So
but that's not really the point of regeneration.
No.
I know. But like, to me, I was always worried that they were going to write her as a female doctor.
Yeah.
But from the looks of it, they've just written her as the doctor.
Yeah, which is what we
As
wanted.
David Tennant's
Yeah.
Doctor.
I don't know why that's such a bad thing.
I just feel it's too soon. We've had 2 quirky doctors, 1 serious doctor. We should have something.
You
Jodie
do
Whittaker,
know
not
that
something-
David Tennant left in 2010, right?
Yeah.
That was almost 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's not
And
recent.
Matt Smith was quirky. Yeah, still recent
I
to
think
me.
I'm not bothered about what thinking about it. Like, it's not so much that she's similar to David Tennant that was the issue. It's more just when the episode started, episode 1, and it had this big cinematic feel, and it was almost kind of half serious, half joking. I just don't think she really fitted the episode. That was the
No?
Okay.
It seemed like it just took a massive left turn as soon as she appeared, and the whole tone changed because she was so quirky, and the rest of it hadn't really been along those lines.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
With episode 2, it was different because she was there from the start, and it was that feel the whole way through.
Yeah, if she hadn't been quite as jumpy and quirky from the very beginning, that would have been good. But I like the character of the Doctor.
Well, I think that's a given.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, of Jodie's Doctor.
We can have different opinions, Rich.
I know. I'm not saying you
Just because
can't.
I'm not 100%. I like her, but I'm not. She hasn't done anything to blow me out of the water yet.
But, yeah,
Sort of,
well,
yeah.
we'll see how this next episode goes.
Speaking of which, episode 2.
Episode 2.
So yeah, we're recording this like a week after that came out.
Yeah.
Literally the day of episode 3, just a couple of hours beforehand.
But yeah, talking about the cinematic feel, that was apparent from like the very first shot where the spaceship jumps in. It was like watching a
With a
film.
probability factor of 2 to the power of 2.
Yeah.
I had to make that joke when that happened because I just had it in my head from the moment you said it last podcast. And as soon as that happened, I thought, shit, they've just pulled hitchhikers.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the ship that rescued them looked kind of like Firefly. It had a kind of Firefly-esque
Quick
look to
enough.
it.
But I'd probably have to see it again.
Yeah.
But I'll take your word for it because I can't be bothered to search it. I will say, though, the plot of this episode felt a little bit paint by numbers. I was able to guess quite a lot of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very basic Doctor here. There wasn't really...
But then again, we've kind of not had that for a long time, have we?
I can't really remember.
No.
Because, like, back in Tennant and a little bit of Smith, it was all sort of very self-contained stories, not much going on with each other, and they were just a bit of a romp. But
Romp!
with later Matt Smith and most of Capaldi, they were all sort of interlinked.
Yeah.
I don't...
Like, there wasn't
it
just
looks
a
like
chance
they're
for
going
them.
for some kind of arc this time.
No,
with
there's no
the
well,
Stenza.
yeah. Well,
I mean, there's a
don't know what to
difference between
spoil it.
having like there's a difference between having an overarching thing that is only vaguely in it, like Bad Wolf or Torchwood, to having something that appears in pretty much every episode, like Missy, or like the mention of prisoner of the crack or the Pandorica. Like those things are very clearly, deliberately placed there to make you wonder what's going to happen in the season finale. However, the Stenza could just be like a happy little coincidence.
Yeah.
That's how I thought it seemed to be.
I just felt that they could have expanded a lot more on the whole past of this planet and the cloth creatures, and not put as much into the race, because the race still felt half-arsed as well. Especially, like, even at the end, the guy just kind of gave in to the whole, yeah, I'll come find you, and yeah, you can both have it sort of thing. He was meant to. He's meant to be this big threat throughout the episode, but he didn't feel threatening at all. The hologram dude. So I felt the race didn't necessarily need to be the main plot, and I would have liked to see a lot more of the stuff they didn't elaborate on. Personally.
I'd like to... It's always quite nice to go into a story without knowing all the elements, because we've been dropped in at the same time the Doctor has. So we know as much as the Doctor does at this point.
It's a Poirot rather than a Columbo. I'd quite like to see more things actually come back in the same way that the Stenza came back in a way, just with a reference in this episode. I'd like it if there was just subtle references to things from the previous episodes throughout. So like maybe the first joint winner of this race, something pops up about them in a future episode.
Maybe if they come back to it, it'll probably give this episode a lot more meaning to me. But as it is, not like episode, I don't. It's a bit basic.
Yeah, they're not like, we don't need it to be sort of in your face references, like having the character come back. Just like little things that just add to the feeling of a connected universe.
Yeah.
Because that was the main problem I had with like the original, like the earliest stories, was just like each one took place in its own little story world. They had no real connection.
Yeah.
That's why I quite liked, well, for the most part, Peter Capaldi's second series, because they had a lot of joint connected episodes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Was that the one with the pyramid, or was that another series?
No, the one before that.
Before that, yeah. Right.
I keep forgetting Peter Capaldi had three
series.
The Clara series, right?
Yeah.
The Clara Death
companion
series.
After Clara?
Bill.
Oh, yeah, God.
Of course, yeah, that's how I could have known it was not that series, yes.
I remembered was mainly set in Bristol, that series.
Yeah.
The thing that annoys me the most is, like, Capaldi is a fantastic doctor and a fantastic actor, but he got given some awful stories.
Yeah.
The Forest on the Moon. Oh, wait, no, that's two different terrible stories.
Yeah, no, as doctors go, Capaldi's probably my favourite, but some of the stories aren't really. Yeah. Let's not worry about them and worry about them when we eventually get to them.
Eventually.
Yeah. What else? Well, I've made a little note on my... here we are. Yeah, so the...
Robot guards were a bit pointless.
Yeah. As was...
It felt like they just sort of thrown that in as a threat.
As was the boy's comedy scream as he ran away.
Yeah. That felt just a bit like a insert popular game reference here.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a comment saying that they saw it as a character development moment for Ryan because he did it was something he was good at even with his condition.
But how bloody rushed was it if it was a character development moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then am I the only one who thinks that they tried to force the whole no guns thing down your throat a bit?
Yeah.
They could have been a lot more subtle with that.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's one of those things as well. Like, I feel like a lot of people in that situation would say, well, why wouldn't you pick up a gun? You need to...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they need to address it somehow, but they could have done it better.
Yeah, they could have been a lot more subtle with it. Like,
yeah.
The new series has this problem of dedicating entire scenes to the Doctor's anti-gunness.
Yeah.
Whereas in the classics, you knew he didn't really like it, he'd have a go at you for it, but there wouldn't be a whole scene dedicated to it.
That reminds me, Venusian Aikido has made a comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Venusian Aikido?
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's something I want to see more of. The Doctor doesn't like weapons, but they don't mind using a bit of hand-to-hand defense. I like that idea for a Doctor, that you've got to defend yourself in some way. You can't just be 100% pacifist, but you don't have to hurt people doing it.
Yeah.
That's an idea I've always loved, that I wish I could have seen more of. But
Shame we never will. Doctor Who enters its final series.
I will say that I was with episode 2. I was slightly more. I'm not 100% yet, but I was slightly more hopeful with Whittaker, because I saw a bit of the sort of uneasy Peter Davison Doctor in her.
Ah, right.
Where now and then she seemed quite unsure about what she was doing and if they would actually make it at the end.
Yeah.
Which I'd be more up for them taking that route of a Doctor who's unsure but will get the job done.
Yeah,
right.
Rather than like a kind of omnipotent superhero who just comes in and sorts everything out by looking at it.
Yeah.
Power of 3.
We'll get there.
Also a Chibnall episode.
Oh god.
So at least we know he's got better at writing episodes.
Yeah, no, I think I just had too high hopes for Jodie, so she hasn't done anything to...
It's been 2 episodes.
I know, but I was really hoping for something super different, and it would like blow me out of the water the first feet, and at the moment it's just felt basic to me.
I think they kind of need to do that, because if they didn't, they would have alienated a lot of people. Then it would have been blamed on the female Doctor. So I think they have to go back to being somewhat simple to convince people that yes, this is still Doctor Who. And then once they're comfortable with having the female Doctor, then they'll go into the crazy stuff.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if in her second series she picks up her own character a lot more, then she'd grow on me.
Yeah, I imagine that's what they're doing, because like
as she is,
they can only do 1 or 2 risky things. They can either have a completely new style of Doctor, like being a woman, or they can have crazy things like massively crazy stories and all that sort of stuff. They can't do them both.
I still stand
really
by that Grace should have been the Doctor.
Yeah.
Grace,
the grandma that died in episode 1.
Oh, she was brilliant.
Yeah.
She was amazing. She was also a grandma in a CBBC show. Did you ever hear of The Crust?
Nope.
No. Oh, I'm the only one then. It was around our time, but it was like they ran a pizza parlor from the top of a block of flats. Reggie Yates was her grandson.
Obviously.
Yeah, but I loved her.
Wasn't Reggie Yates also Martha's relative?
Yes.
It's all coming together.
Martha's brother, and he presented Smile with Ned the Bear before Barney took over.
But that's not related to Doctor Who.
Yes, it is.
That we know of.
Ned the Bear is always related.
Did you not remember that regeneration where he once became a blue bear? But now he's trying to hide it.
Was that one of the Morbius Doctors?
That was Max Rebo. It was a Star Wars crossover.
I don't get that.
Yeah. And you're the Star Wars nerd, so yeah. Sorry, I'm finding a picture of Max Rebo now because he's one of my favourite things.
Well, I did make a note about the intro, because I'm always interested in that shit. Visually, yes, I love the intro, because it's like the classic modern CG. It looks really good. But I think, as we discussed last time, not a huge fan of the music. No.
I like the, like I said last time, I like the ooey-oos, but I don't like the fact that there's someone there with a metal trash can.
Exactly. But the ooey-oos are literally the original Radiophonic Workshop ooey-oos. So basically, we like the half of the theme tune that is the 1960s original theme tune. That's Max Rebo. Oh yeah, the band's named after him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I know who he is.
The Blue Elephant.
What was it called?
Were they on drugs when they came up with him?
No, the Max Rebo band.
Yeah. The Max Rebo band, yeah. How did they come up with that?
What else did we have? Fortress of Solitude TARDIS.
Yes. Now,
I like the metal. I don't like the crystal.
Agreed.
but it's different. I'm happy with. It's fine for them to change it as far as I'm concerned.
It's one of those things that'll grow on you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope not.
That grow because it looks like coral.
What I don't like is the fact that. So I'm fine with there being a little lobby of the police box, but it's got the police box sign on the inside as if you're on the outside.
It looks like they've just stuck the police box exterior to the doors of the set of the TARDIS.
Yeah, so that it looks kind
That's
of...
literally what they had in Capaldi's TARDIS.
No.
No.
Because you can see, if you go back and watch it, it's like you can see the top and the top of the side of the box on the inside of the box, which, I mean, timey-wimey and all that, but it doesn't look good.
It does technically make a bit more sense in the fact that the exterior and interior are disconnected.
Yes.
And the box just acts as a sort of threshold teleportation device to the interior.
True, but you shouldn't be able to see the outside of the box from the inside.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. However, it does have a custard cream dispenser, so swings and roundabouts.
I'm more of a Bourbon man myself.
Oh, I'll take either.
I like a bit of chocolate.
I found the love of Oreos recently. Talking to TARDIS designs, I'm not really a fan of it. I still prefer Matt Smith's first TARDIS. No, because it had a feel of kind of like an adventure playground.
Do you know what? I saw another picture of that, and it was off center as well, and I was like, no thanks.
I think I know what I didn't. And another thing I don't like about this TARDIS, as well as Matt Smith's first one, was the orange color scheme.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit too orangey. Yeah, I don't know. I never really liked the orange.
Well, so each their own, I suppose.
My favourite TARDIS so far probably has to be the Smith Capaldi TARDIS.
Yes, agree.
Capaldi's second one, I much prefer.
Second one? What was his second one?
The one with all the bookshelves.
That's the same TARDIS, he just threw bookshelves in there.
Yeah,
but it looks different.
Yeah.
It feels more like...
Yeah, a little bit. Feels a bit more open.
Matt Smith's second one feels just like a room.
Yeah, it doesn't feel as open. Feels like
a spaceship.
Yeah, it feels very bare.
Whereas the Capaldi's second one looks more like a spaceship that's lived in. Yeah, okay.
Not a starship, a spaceship.
Yeah. A box. It's a bloody box. It's a... Yeah.
Has nobody ever noticed as well that the outside is a box, yet the inside is always somewhat spherical?
Oh.
Or circular.
A round peg in a square hole.
Well,
exactly.
Technically, the inside is multiple rooms, multiple...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to argue physics with the Doctor Who nut.
Oh.
About Doctor Who.
You are trying to argue physics with anyone about Doctor Who. It's not a good sign.
Yeah.
The exterior of the box, though, I love the blue.
Yes.
I like the more battered teal coloured. It's sort of like... I don't like TARDIS looking pristine from the outside because it's meant to be battered across the universe. I like there being that little bit of wear and tear to it.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, there was also another little callback reference fan favourite thing on when she went into the TARDIS when she said, "You've redecorated. I really like it."
Yeah.
Oh, you've redecorated. I don't like it.
I think that's like
I really
when
like it.
When we did the reaction and she said, "You've redecorated," I started saying, "I don't like it," and then it showed the metal, and I was sort of like, "I don't like." Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I like
it.
The metal, but I don't like the crystals. It'll grow on me, but I don't like the crystals. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Exterior's fine. I love that it's got the McGann arches.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just maybe.
I think my problem is that it feels too busy.
Yeah.
It's too much going on.
That's why I didn't like Matt Smith's original one.
Yeah. I like the thing I did like about Matt Smith's original one was that you could go to the down belows.
Yeah. Yes.
It had that extra floor sort of thing. But the design was the colouring was a bit, I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't like the orange colour for some reason. I've noticed it with this TARDIS and Matt's now, so.
Well, it's in film now, everything has to be orange and blue, doesn't it? So I guess it's got blue on the outside, so it's got to be orange on the inside. That's the rule. Just like the Smith Capaldi TARDIS was bluish on the inside, and as we all know, the outside was painted orange.
Yeah. Just like this TARDIS looked for a moment when it first landed on top of the cliff with the light.
Yeah.
I was sort of like, it looks very yellow. I like the black text box though on the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, that's very
It's
slick.
just very smart.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ah.
So I think we could all agree it was a decent episode.
Yeah, it's not bad
was
by any
alright,
stretch of
yeah.
the imagination.
It was all right.
I still want them, and it looks like they're not doing it unless some of these like back references to previous episodes really start to build up by the end of the series. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They probably won't. Hope for the worst, and then you'll get the best, and it'll be great. I think that's the phrase. But I would really want them to do like an actual series that's not just episodes, individual episodes. Do you see what I mean?
You want
Like
some kind of connectivity.
yeah, like if you watch
Well,
a
At
series.
the moment, it seems to be.
Well, they're not really. They're different stories.
Yeah, I know.
They're different stories. That's what I mean. And I can appreciate thinking about actually it would be difficult to do this with only like, one main character and a couple of side characters. But when you watch a series, normally you have 10 episodes and it'll follow various different story threads. Or, like I watched The Bodyguard recently and it's 6 episodes and it's the same story for the 6 episodes. There's just a lot
I
of story.
think that's because they're set on Earth and the characters can all go off and do their own thing. Whereas Doctor Who has this thing where you're going somewhere different each time. So
Hey, do you know what would be good for that? Some kind of interplanetary race.
Where the characters are split up for all of the pre-title sequence.
Yes. Well, anyway, that's what I want from Doctor Who. So maybe in 1,000 years, once I've Groundhogged Day my way into the BBC, I'll be able to make that series.
Eventually.
I think that
hopefully.
metaphor made sense.
About as much as any of our metaphors do.
Yeah.
So
we
not a lot.
do metaphors.
They've all been meta-forgotten.
Oh. Puns.
Very meta of you.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Richard.
Have you met my friend Richard?
Oh, yes, I'm just speaking to him now. Richard, have you seen the image that, what are they called? Lucasfilm have released for their new series that they're making?
The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Are we finished with
boy.
Doctor Who now?
Yes.
Are we not rating it?
Yes.
We did last time.
Whoops. 7.
6.
Oh.
6.
Just episode 2. Yeah.
Yeah, just episode 2 is 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your episode 1 rating?
7.
Okay.
He's got about the same as us then.
I think I went 7 for both. If I remember rightly.
Okay,
I can't
yeah,
really remember,
yeah.
to be honest.
So yes, The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Which think? I mean, you can't really say anything because all we've seen is a picture of a guy in Mandalorian armor. But I mean, that
And the
looks
picture
cool.
of the weapon.
Oh, is
What?
this
I haven't
Star
seen
Wars
this.
chat or?
Yeah, Star Wars chat.
Okay.
Where's the
Oh,
picture?
Did you not see the picture of the weapon?
I haven't seen the picture of the weapon.
Mandalorian. Is that just
Oh.
what happens when the Mandarin fucks a DeLorean?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
When his mouth opens, instead of like a hole going up and down at the front, there's little flaps at the side of his head.
But the thing is, this weapon is actually the same one that Boba Fett used in the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh,
Boba
so
Fett.
just for the benefit of the tape, it's like a long rifle with prongs at the front.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite neat.
My pokey gun.
Hmm.
I use it.
Oh,
to
it's
poke people
interesting.
with.
Oh, I didn't realize it took place. So the Mandalorian takes place 3 years after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
So that will be interesting because it'll be
Yeah.
during the New Republic.
Yeah. Or like the remnants of the Empire.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a current republic?
No, there's just an
Uh,
old one and a new one.
Get with the times, republic.
I'm really digging the look of the Mandalorian, though.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
it's
Boba Fett in it.
No, it's not Boba Fett.
it's a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Although
but
apparently-
it's someone that looks like Boba Fett but with leather.
Yeah. Apparently, Jango Fett wasn't actually from Mandalore. It's been canonically, like word of God.
Really?
Yeah,
Nandari?
yeah. Nani? Ome wa mo shinderu. Yeah, he just apparently wore the armor because he thought it looked badass or
Okie
something.
dokie armor.
Have I just blown your mind over there?
Yes, you. Oh, he claimed to be from Concord Dawn. Oh.
I did did I hear? I heard something that since Disney bought it, all the expanded universe doesn't count now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I did not know he wasn't actually Mandalorian in the new canon. Anyway.
No, I only found out when this news came out. Whenever it was 5th of October.
It's the only time that the first of the Fets was actually important enough to be Wikipedia'd. No one cared about him until then.
You mean Wikipedia'd?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Boba Fett is even less of a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So to date, the only Mandalorian we've ever actually met is Sabine.
Yeah.
We have no idea who that is, do you?
I do. She's from Rebels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, God, Rebels is so good.
I know. It's like I know The Godfather's good. I still haven't seen it. It doesn't change that I haven't seen it. I know it's good. I haven't not watched these things because I think they're bad. I do have one other thing, which is just a little quote I read from Catherine Tate the other day. She was at some convention. She was on a panel somewhere, and someone asked her what she thought of there being the first female doctor, and she replied, "Excuse me, but Dr. Donna was the first female doctor, bitches."
My favourite female doctor.
Yeah, I'll take that. Right. Any other biscuits?
Let me just check my custard cream dispenser and see if there are any other biscuits. No, not from me.
None from me.
That was a little bit of quirkiness there. The fans love that.
So, how does she not get oil or mechanical grease or something on her custard creams?
They come out of a sterile packet, don't they?
Yeah. She's got to reload the packet.
Actually, yeah. How does she reload them? Does the TARDIS just instinctively?
No. The simple answer is the packet's bigger on the inside.
Oh yeah. It's a gateway to the custard cream dimension.
Nice, yeah.
And on that glorious bombshell.
But
anyway,
yeah, that's it from me.
That's it from me.
Oh.
That's it from him.
That's it from all of us.